Most Akali players think they're playing a ninja, but they're actually playing a walking 600 gold bounty. Don't be that player. Today, we're breaking down her limits, her combos, and the hidden mechanics that separate the play for fun players from the sovereigns. I'm Haumea, and this is the ultimate guide to Akali. To main Akali is to stop playing a tactical MOBA and start playing a high-stakes rhythm game. She is the final boss of the backline, a phantom who trades a punishing learning curve for the power to turn a 1v3 disaster into a cinematic masterpiece. While other champions are stuck playing by the rules of engagement, Akali mains dictate them, weaving through chaos with a lethal elegance that makes the enemy feel like they're swinging at a ghost. You aren't just picking a champion, you're choosing the ability to win fights that, by all logic, should be impossible.
Gracious host.
Passive Assassin's Mark. This is the heart of Akali's damage. How it works: when you hit an enemy champion with an ability, a ring of energy forms around them. The benefit: if you walk outside that ring, your side starts spinning. Your next auto attack gains bonus range and deals massive bonus magic damage. Pro tip: you also get a burst of movement speed moving toward the edge of the ring, and another burst moving toward the enemy once you've procced it. Always weave this empowered auto attack between your spells. First skill, 5-point strike. Your main poke and farming tool. How it works: Akali throws 5 kunai in a cone. Enemies hit at the very tip are slowed. The trick: if you hit an enemy at the maximum range, the tip, you actually trigger your passive ring almost instantly on top of yourself, allowing you to get that empowered auto attack without walking very far. Second skill, Twilight Shroud. This is what makes Akali broken in the right hands. How it works: you throw down a smoke bomb that creates a donut-shaped shroud. Inside, you are invisible and gain movement speed. Energy buff. Activating this instantly restores 80 energy and increases your maximum energy pool. The rule: attacking or using skills reveals you for a split second before you fade back into the mist. Use this to wait for your cooldowns to reset while the enemy helplessly tries to find you. Third skill, Shuriken Flip. Your most important mobility and tracking tool. First cast, Akali flips backward and throws a shuriken forward. If it hits an enemy, or your shroud, it marks them. Second cast, you dash across the entire map to the marked target, dealing damage. Pro tip: this dash has no range limit once the mark is applied. If they teleport away while marked, you will fly across the map to find them. Ultimate, Perfect Execution. A 2-part execution tool. First cast, Akali dashes through an enemy champion, dealing physical damage. This is mainly used to get close or reposition. Second cast, after a short delay, you can dash again. This dash deals magic damage based on the enemy's missing health. Execution: always save the second dash for the end of the fight. It's a finisher that executes low health targets. The Poke Combo. Skill 1, Move Out, Auto Attack. How it works: hit the enemy with the tip of 5-point strike to instantly slow them. Walk outside the ring to proc your passive, then use the enhanced range to land a heavy empowered auto attack. Pro tip: this is your bread and butter for winning trades without taking damage. The Gap Closer Combo. Skill 3, Skill 3, Skill 1, Auto Attack. How it works: land shuriken flip, dash back in, and mid-dash or immediately upon landing, fire your Skill 1. Follow up with the empowered auto. Note: use your Skill 2 immediately after landing if you need to hide from return fire. The Classic All-In Combo. Ultimate 1, Skill 3, Skill 3, Skill 1, Auto Attack, Ultimate 2. How it works: 1. Ultimate 1 dashes through the target. 2. Immediately fire Skill 3 backward, since you are now behind them, to mark them. 3. Recast Skill 3 to fly back in. 4. Skill 1 plus Auto Attack for burst. 5. Finish with Ultimate 2. Why it works: using Ultimate 1 first puts you in point-blank range, making it nearly impossible to miss your Skill 3 mark. The no counterplay burst. Combo. Skill 3, Skill 3, Ultimate 1, Skill 1, Ultimate 2. How it works. This is for when you've already landed a shuriken from a distance. You fly in with Skill 3, use Ultimate 1 to reposition or dodge a skill shot, hit your Skill 1, and immediately execute with Ultimate 2. The instant shuriken. Combo. Ultimate 1 plus Skill 3 at the same time. The logic. If you press Skill 3 immediately as you Ultimate 1, Akali will fire the shuriken while she is mid-dash. It makes the shuriken almost impossible to dodge because it's fired from point-blank range during the dash animation. This ensures you get the mark for the follow-up. The triple passive all-in. Combo. Ultimate 1, Auto Attack, Skill 1, Skill 3, Skill 3, Auto Attack, Ultimate 2. Purpose. When you aren't in a rush and need the absolute maximum damage to kill a tanky target. The trick. This combo focuses on proccing your passive 3 separate times. By weaving an auto attack after Ultimate 1 and after the Skill 3 return, you maximize your damage output before using the final ultimate dash. The Gap Bridge Poke. Combo. Skill 3, on a minion, Skill 1, Auto Attack, Skill 3, back to minion. How it works. Hit a low health minion with Skill 3. Walk forward to hit the enemy champion with Skill 1 and an empowered auto attack. Before the mark on the minion expires, recast Skill 3 to dash back to safety. Why use it? It's a hit and run tactic that makes you nearly impossible to catch. The Retreating Defensive Strike. Combo. Skill 1, Slow, Skill 3, Away, Skill 3, Back in, Auto Attack. How it works. When an enemy jump on you, hit them with the tip of Skill 1 to slow them. Use Skill 3 to flip backward, creating distance. If they've wasted their spells trying to catch you, recast Skill 3 to fly back in and punish them while their abilities are on cooldown. Pro tip. This is great against champions like GAREN or DARIUS who want to get on top of you. This is a high-level repositioning burst combo. You are essentially using the Shroud as a staging ground to create an impossible angle with the Flash Skill 3. Ultimate 1, Skill 2, Skill 3, Flash, Skill 1, Skill 3, Ultimate 2. Shorter combo. Ultimate 1, Skill 2, Skill 3, Flash, Skill 3, Ultimate 2. This sequence is essentially the Tower Dive and Bait Masterclass. It uses Akali's high mobility to secure a kill, and then uses the Tether mechanic to return to a safe zone, finishing with Stasis to drop turret aggro or wait out enemy cooldowns. Ultimate 1, Skill 2, Skill 3, Flash, Skill 1, Ultimate 2, Skill 3, Stasis. In Wild Rift, Akali's runes usually split into two philosophies. One-shot burst for deleting squishies or sustained dueling for fighting tanks and bruisers. Here are the best rune setups for Akali. The one-shot core. This rune setup focuses entirely on explosive burst damage, which is exactly what Akali needs to eliminate squishy targets like ADCs or mages. Electrocute. This is the gold standard for Akali when you want to dominate early trades and secure kills. It is highly consistent because Akali can easily trigger it with a simple combos. Sudden impact, perfect synergy. Since you are constantly dashing with your Skill 3 and Ultimate, you will almost always have the bonus magic penetration active during your full combo. Empowered attack are actually the core of Akali's entire damage kit. If you aren't using your empowered attacks, you're missing out on roughly 40 to 50% of your potential damage. Eyeball Collector, great for snowballing. Every kill makes you permanently stronger, which fits Akali's Feast or Famine playstyle. Transcendence is widely considered a top-tier choice for Akali. While it might not seem as flashy as raw damage runes, it addresses one of Akali's biggest bottlenecks, her long cooldowns. Potential drawbacks. Energy management. You'll need to be very precise with your energy usage. Late game scaling. While Electrocute is a beast early on, some players are shifting toward Fleet Footwork for survivability or Conqueror for better performance in extended fights against tankier teams. While the Electrocute build is for deleting one person instantly, this Conqueror rune setup is designed for winning duels and carrying long team fights. Conqueror. This is widely viewed as Akali's best all-around rune. It provides scaling ability power as you fight and gives you Omnivamp once fully stacked, which is vital since Akali has to stay in the thick of a fight. Triumph. Essential for an assassin. Restoring health after a takedown allows you to dive into a team, get a kill, and actually survive to get back out or go for a second target. Coup de Grace. Deals 7% more damage to enemies below 40% health. This synergizes perfectly with her ultimate too, which is already in execute. Legend. Bloodline. This adds even more Omnivamp. When paired with items like Riftmaker, you become surprisingly difficult to kill because you are constantly healing back the damage you take. Second Wind. Great for landing. It helps you stay in lane against poke champions, ensuring you don't fall behind before you hit your level 5 power spike. Alternative runes to consider. Fleet Footwork. Use this only in extremely difficult losing matchups where you just need the healing and move speed to survive the landing phase. It is not as aggressive as Electrocute or Conqueror, but it is highly effective in certain matchups. Fleet Footwork provides a burst of healing and movement speed every time you attack with full energy. It helps you dodge skill shots and stay at high health so you don't get forced out of lane before you hit level 5. Resolve. By combining Nullifying Orb, Second Wind, and Overgrowth, you are prioritizing defense and health scaling. Sudden Impact. Even though this is a defensive page, this rune ensures you still have some magic penetration to help you kill your target once you finally go in for the all-in. The trade-off. The main issue with this build is that you will deal significantly less damage than the previous runes showed. Weak late game. Fleet Footwork provides very little value in a late-game teamfight compared to the healing of Conqueror or the assassination power of Electrocute. The Band-Aid rune. Some high-level players feel that taking Fleet Footwork is a handicap because it teaches you to rely on extra healing rather than learning to dodge abilities. Akali's effectiveness depends entirely on your intent. Are you looking for explosive, one-shot bursts or sustained, high-mobility dueling? The build breakdown. One-shot burst. Infinity Orb first. This is a bold move. It gives you early magic penetration and the inevitable demise passive, which makes your abilities crit against low-health targets. It's better for early game lane priority and securing kills on squishy mid-laners. Oceanid's Trident. Fourth item in this order, you are prioritizing raw damage, Infinity plus Rabadons, before utility. This is smarter if the enemy team doesn't have major shields early but picks up items like Locket Enchant or Sterix Gauge later in the game. Riftmaker, fifth item since you're building this late. You lose the early game sustain. In this build, Riftmaker acts as a late game insurance policy to help you survive longer team fights once everyone else has their items. This build is better if you are confident you can win your lane. If you are playing against a champion you can bully, like Lux or Ziggs, go with this one. If you are playing against a tough matchup, like Yasuo or Galio, the first build with Riftmaker start is safer. Sustained dueling. Riftmaker, core excellent for extended fights. If you are playing against tankier teams or bruisers, the true damage and Omnivamp are essential. Rabadon's Death Cap, a non-negotiable must-buy. It scales all your other AP items. Building it second or third is standard. Stasis Enchant, Zhonya's Akali's best friend. It allows you to dive, use your Shroud, and stall for cooldowns. Infinity Orb, the execute item. This is what makes your ultimate 2 guaranteed to kill enemies below 35% health. Crown of the Shattered Queen provides a massive safety net. It's great if you're being focused or if the enemy has point-and-click crowd control that usually stops your combo. This is a high survivability build. It's perfect for players who want to stay in the middle of a team fight longer rather than just trading one for one. If you find yourself dying before you can finish your combos, this setup will definitely help. The true tank counter, GAREN, MUNDO, ORNN. Since you can't bypass all their MR with one item, you use Riftmaker's true damage and Liandry's health burn to melt them over time. 2. The shield counter, Lulu, Lux, Karma. If the enemy ADC is surviving your burst because of a shield, this item is non-negotiable. 3. The burst/CC counter, Zed, Veigar, Vex. This is the ultimate anti-assassin item. It gives you a spell shield that reduces incoming damage by 40%. Great if the enemy team has a hook, champion, or a heavy burst mage. 4. The healing counter, Soraka, AATROX. Moralinomicon also provides that standard 7% magic pen, so you don't lose out on damage by building it. Akali's early game is all about patience and energy management. You aren't a champion until level 3, and you aren't a threat until level 5. Tip 1. Most players make the mistake of trying to trade too early. Stay back and use the tip of your skill 1 to last hit minions. If you are against a ranged mage, like Lux or Ari, it is okay to miss a few minions to keep your HP high. If you are at 50% HP when you hit level 5, you can't all-in them. Tip 2. Never engage if your energy bar is below 50%. You will land your combo, run out of energy, and then get killed while standing there doing nothing. Tip 3. Do not use W aggressively unless you know where the enemy jungler is. If you use Shroud to poke and the jungler jumps out of the bush, you are dead. Tip 4. Level 5 is where Akali becomes a monster. Once you have ultimate, you have one goal: kill the laner or force them to recall. If your lane opponent is playing super safe, under tower, don't force it. Push the wave, run to the dragon lane or baron lane. Akali is one of the best clean-up roamers. Even if you don't get the kill, taking a chunk of the enemy's HP helps your teammates win their lanes. Akali transitions from a lane-focused ninja to a map-wide threat. This is your peak power spike. You should have your Infinity Orb and Boots of Mana completed, meaning you can delete any squishy target with a single rotation. Tip 1. Draw 1 or 2 enemies to stop you. Because of your mobility, Akali is almost impossible to catch in a long lane. Tip 2. If a squishy mage or ADC comes to stop you, kill them. If a tank comes, ignore them and shove the wave. Then use your movement speed to join your team faster than the tank can. Tip 3. Never be the first person to jump into 5v5. Akali is a clean-up assassin. Let your tank, MALPHITE, Leona, etc. go in first and soak up the enemy's stuns and ultimates. Don't run at the enemy from the front. Walk through the jungle and come from the side or behind. Your target is the ADC or the support. Tip 4. During objectives, your job isn't to hit the dragon, it's to zone. Stand in a bush near the pit. Tip 5. A 1-for-1 trade. You die but kill their ADC is bad for Akali. You are a high-value target. Always prioritize staying alive over getting a greedy kill. If you hit your combo and they survive with 10% HP, just walk away and reset. You'll have your energy and cooldowns back in 10 seconds. They'll be forced to go back to base. In the late game, roughly 15+ minutes, or when everyone is hitting 5 items, Akali's role shifts from a lane bully to a high-stakes surgical assassin. One mistake like getting caught by a single stun usually means death, but a perfect entry can win the game instantly. Tip 1. Don't go 1 against 3 by late game. ADCs have 100% crit or massive lifesteal, and supports have items like Crown of the Shattered Queen or Stasis. If you use ultimate into 5 people, you will be exhausted, stunned, and deleted before you can even press skill 2. Tip 2. Wait for the fight to start, count to 3, and then look for your entry. You want the enemy to use their reveal spells, like Karma skill 2 or Lulu skill 3, and their hard CC, MALPHITE ultimate, Leona stun, on your tank first. Tip 3. Your only job is the most fed carry. If the enemy ADC is 10/0, your life is worth their life. Trade yourself for them if you have to. Tip 4. Don't walk down the mid lane with your minions. Stay in the jungle, over walls, and behind pits. Tip 5. Always have Oracle Lens active when flanking. If the enemy sees you coming on a ward, they will just save their CC for you. Tip 6. Use your mobility to hover just outside the enemy's vision. The mere threat of an Akali being nearby forces their ADC to play scared and deal less damage. Tip 7. Late-game Akali is about intimidation. If you are hiding in the fog of war, the enemy ADC cannot safely step forward to hit your turret. Use that pressure. Sometimes not going in is more effective than going in and dying, because it keeps the enemy carries paralyzed with fear. AATROX. Tip 1. Dodge this sweet spots. Stay very close to him or far away. Don't stand at the edge of his sword. Tip 2. Use skill 2 to hide. When he tries to combo you, drop your smoke. If he can't see you, he'll miss his hits. Tip 3. Buy anti-heal. Get Oblivion Orb early. If you don't stop his healing, you lose. Tip 4. Ignite early. Use Ignite the moment he used his ultimate to cut his healing in half. Tip 5. Burst him down fast, then get out. Don't let the fight last a long time. CAMILLE. Tip 1. When she hits you, she gets a blue shield. Stop attacking. Wait 2 seconds for it to disappear before you use your abilities. Tip 2. Her most dangerous move is when she hooks the wall and flies at you. If you see her hook a wall, use your skill 2 or skill 3 to get away. If she misses, she is vulnerable. Tip 3. When she swings her leg in a big arc, the sweep, move toward her. The outer edge heals her. The inner part does almost nothing. Tip 4. If she traps you in her ultimate, just press skill 2. You can't leave the box, but she can't hit you if you're invisible. DARIUS. Tip 1. When he swings his axe in a circle, move toward him. If the handle hits you, he does no damage and doesn't heal. If the blade hits you, he wins. Tip 2. If he pulls you in with his hook, immediately drop your skill 2. He can't auto-attack or ULT you if he can't see you. Wait for his bleed stacks to fall off before coming out. Tip 3. Save your skill 3 to get away from him if he uses Ghost. Never use it to go in unless he is low enough to die instantly. Dr. Mundo. Tip 1. When you hit him with a big spell, a small bottle drops on the ground. Step on it immediately. This stops him from healing and keeps his shield down. Tip 2. Always keep a minion between you and him. This blocks his cleavers, so he can't slow or poke you. Tip 3. Never try to kill him without Ignite. Wait until he turns big, uses his ultimate, then ignite him to stop his massive healing. Tip 4. Buy Oblivion Orb early. It's cheap and stops him from regenerating health. Tip 5. Buy Liandry's Torment. It burns him based on how much HP he has, and he has a lot. Tip 6. Don't let the fight last. Hit him hard, hide in your skill 2, and wait for your energy to come back. FIORA. Tip 1. If the passive mark is in front of you, easy for her to hit. Walk away until it disappears and comes back in a safer spot. Tip 2. When she uses her ultimate, 4 marks appear. Put your back against a wall. If she can't hit the back mark, she can't win. Tip 3. FIORA needs to see you to hit her marks and her skill 3. If she ults or tries to stun you, drop your skill 2 and wait. Tip 4. Don't let her hit the marks. If she misses her vitals, she does very little damage and can't heal. GAREN. Tip 1. GAREN heals if he isn't hit. Throw a skill 1 at him every few seconds to keep his health low. If you don't poke him, he'll always be full HP. Tip 2. When his sword glows and he runs at you, hit your skill 3 to jump back. If he can't hit you with that silence, he can't start his combo. Tip 3. If he starts spinning, drop your skill 2. He will spin at nothing while you wait for it to end. Tip 4. Watch your HP. If you are below 30% health, leave. His ultimate is a delete button that kills you instantly when you are low. GNAR. Tip 1. When he is small, he is squishy. Use your skill 3 to jump on him. You will try to hop away, wait for him to jump first, then follow him. Tip 2. When his bar is full and he turns huge, stop fighting. Drop your skill 2 and hide until he shrinks back down. Tip 3. When he is big, stay away from the walls. If he slams you into one with his ultimate, you'll be stunned and killed instantly. Tip 4. Dodge the boomerang. If he misses his throw, he has to wait a long time to try again. That is your best time to strike. GWEN. Tip 1. GWEN's big blue circle skill 2 makes her immune to anyone outside of it. If she uses it, walk inside the circle to hit her. If it's too dangerous, back off until it fades. Tip 2. Her scissors skill 1 do massive true damage in the middle of the cone. When her bar is full, 4 stacks. Move to the side or use your skill 3 to get away. Tip 3. Her ultimate fires needles 3 times. If she misses, she can't fire the next set. Drop your skill 2 to hide. She can't fire at what she can't see. Tip 4. Keep it fast. GWEN wins long fights because she heals while snipping. Hit her with your combo and get out before she can stack her scissors. IRELIA. Tip 1. Under her health is a bar. If it's full and glowing, stay away. She is superpowered and will win any trade. Wait for the glow to disappear. Tip 2. If she throws her 2 blades at you to stun you, drop your skill 2 immediately. Even if you get stunned, she can't see you to dash in and finish the kill. Tip 3. IRELIA loves to dash to your low health minions to get her stacks. Stay away from dying minions so she doesn't accidentally hit you while she's farming. Tip 4. Don't let the fight last. IRELIA is the queen of long auto attack battles. Hit her with your skill 3 and 1, then disappear into your smoke. If you stand still and trade hits, you lose. JAYCE. Tip 1. When he spins his staff over his head, stop attacking. He blocks all hits. Use your skill 3 to jump away immediately so he can't stun you. Tip 2. If he jumps on you while spinning, drop your skill 2. He'll be standing in your smoke swinging at nothing while you wait for his stun to end. Tip 3. JAYCE gets faster the more he hits you. Hit him with 1 skill 1 and a passive strike, then get out. If you stand still and trade hits, he wins. Tip 4. Wait for the spin to end. Once his helicopter move is on cooldown, he is defenseless for a few seconds. That is your only window to go all in. JAYCE. Tip 1. Always keep a minion between you and him. This blocks his big energy ball skill 1, so IT doesn't blast half your health away. Tip 2. JAYCE has 2 forms. If he's holding a hammer, he can knock you away. Wait until he switches to his gun. Then use your skill 3 to jump on him while he's defenseless. Tip 3. If he jumps on you with his hammer, drop your skill 2 immediately. He loses his target and can't finish his combo, letting you strike back from the smoke. Tip 4. Don't get poked. If you lose too much health before the fight starts, you've already lost. Stay healthy, wait for level 6, then burst him in one go. KAYLE. Tip 1. Before level 6, she is melee and very weak. Hit her with skill 1 every time she tries to touch a minion. Make her life miserable before she gets her wings. Tip 2. When she uses her ultimate, she turns gold and can't be hurt. Stop attacking. Hiding your skill 2 for 2 seconds until the glow fades, then finish her. Tip 3. Once she hits level 6, she becomes ranged. Don't let her poke you from far away. Use your skill 3 to jump right on top of her. Tip 4. Win fast. KAYLE gets massive power spikes at late game. Your goal is to kill her repeatedly and end the game before she reaches her final form. KENNEN. Tip 1. Always keep a minion between you and him. This blocks his shuriken skill 1, so he can't start his stun combo. Tip 2. When he uses his ultimate, the big lightning circle, drop your skill 2 immediately. Stay invisible until his storm ends so he can't auto-attack you. Tip 3. When he uses his lightning rush skill 3 to run fast. He is vulnerable right after it ends. Use your skill 3 to jump on him the moment he stops zooming. Tip 4. Count the marks. If you have 2 marks on your head, get back. The third hit will stun you and let him kill you for free. MALPHITE. Tip 1. MALPHITE gets a free shield if he isn't hit for a few seconds. Tap him with a skill 1 once in a while just to keep that shield from coming back. Tip 2. Use the second wind rune. It's super strong. It heals you every time his skill 1 hits you, so he wastes mana while you stay healthy. Tip 3. When he uses his ultimate and knocks you up, spam your skill 2 button. You'll go invisible the moment you land, so he can't hit you with his follow-up attacks. Tip 4. Don't force the kill. MALPHITE is too tanky to burst from full health. Wait for him to run out of mana. Poke him to 50% HP, then use your ultimate to finish him. MORDEKAISER. Tip 1. His hammer skill 1 is his main damage. Always move sideways or use your skill 3 to dodge it. If he misses his hammer, he loses half his power. Tip 2. If he pulls you into his death realm, don't panic. Drop your Shroud skill 2 immediately. You can stay invisible for almost the entire time he has you trapped. Tip 3. After he hits you 3 times, a ring appears around him. As soon as you see that fire, get out. Don't let him burn you. Tip 4. Short trades only. MORDEKAISER loves long fights because he heals and burns you over time. Hit him with a quick skill 1 plus passive combo, then dash away before his fire ring starts. NASUS. Tip 1. NASUS is a dog early on. Every time he tries to hit a minion, hit him with skill 1 plus passive. If you don't bully him now, he will be unkillable later. Tip 2. His slow skill 2 makes you crawl. Don't try to run away when slowed. Just drop your skill. Stay invisible until the slow wears off so he can't bonk you. Tip 3. When he uses his ultimate, he gets huge and gains health. Do not fight him. Use your skill 3 to dash away and wait for his ultimate to expire before going back in. Tip 4. Deny the farm. Don't push the minions to his tower. If you keep the fight in the middle of the lane, you can kill him every time he walks up to stack a minion. OLAF. Tip 1. If his axe skill 1 hits you, he will run you down. Sidestep it, or use your skill 3 to get away. If he misses, he loses his chase power. Tip 2. OLAF heals by hitting you. When he starts swinging fast, drop your skill 2. If he can't see you, he can't hit you to heal his health back. AATROX. Tip 3. When he turns red, he can't be slowed or stopped. Do not fight him. Use your dashes to stay away until his red glow fades. Tip 4. Execute him fast. OLAF is deadliest at low HP because he attacks at light speed. Don't slowly chip him down. Use your ultimate to finish him instantly while he's still at 30% HP. ORNN. Tip 1. He summons a small rock pillar skill 1. Stay away from it. If you stand near it, or any wall, he will charge at you and knock you into the air. Tip 2. When he breathes fire skill 2, he marks you. If he hits you while you're marked, you take massive damage. Drop your skill 2 immediately so he can't see you to land that hit. Tip 3. When he whistles for his ultimate, the big fire ram, use your skill 3 or ultimate to dash away before it hits you. Tip 4. Don't face tank him. ORNN wins if you stand still. Use your skill 1 to poke from a distance and only go in for quick hits. If you try to 1v1 him in a long fist fight, the mountain will crush you. Pantheon. Tip 1. Pantheon has a point-and-click stun. When he jumps on you, tap your skill 2 immediately. If you're invisible, he can't follow up with his rapid-fire spears. Tip 2. His shield skill 3 blocks all damage from the front. If his shield is up, stop attacking. Walk behind him or just wait for it to disappear before using your skills. Tip 3. His spear skill 1 hits hard. If he's charging it up, move sideways. Stay healthy with second wind so his poke doesn't force you out of lane. Tip 4. Pantheon is stronger than you at early. Don't take risks early. Once you get your ultimate, You have the dashes to outplay him and win. Poppy. Tip 1. Poppy's skill 3 slams you into a wall to stun you. Never stand between her and a wall. Stay in the middle of the lane. Tip 2. Her skill 2 stops all dashes if you see the golden circle around her. Do not dash. Walk out of it or wait for it to end. Tip 3. Poppy throws a shield that bounces. If she picks it up, she gets a huge shield. Hit her with a skill 1 to keep her from getting it. Or drop your skill 2 so she can't hit you with the shield throw. Tip 4. Save your dashes. Poppy counters Akali because she stops your movement. Wait for her to waste her skill 2. Circle before you use your combo to kill her. RENEKTON. Tip 1. When his Fury bar is red, his next move will hit twice as hard and heal him. Back away when he is red. Fight him when his bar is empty. Tip 2. RENEKTON's stun skill 2 is a point and click hit. If you see him dash toward you, drop your skill 2 immediately. If he can't see you, he can't bite you. Tip 3. When he uses his ultimate, he grows large and gains health. Do not fight him. Use your skill 3 to dash away and wait for his ultimate to run out. Tip 4. RENEKTON wins long fights because he heals while hitting you. Hit him with a quick skill 1 plus passive, then hide in your skill 2. If you stay in his face, he will chew you up. RIVEN. Tip 1. Riven's dash gives her shield. Do not waste your energy hitting the shield. When she dashes at you, walk away. Tip 2. Riven's skill 1 has 3 parts. The third part is a knock-up jump. When she starts the third jump, use your skill 3. Tip 3. Your skill 2 is your best friend. Don't fight her while she has ultimate. Just wait in the smoke until her ultimate or her shield expires. Tip 4. Buy plated steel caps. Armor boots. This makes her ouch feel like a poke. It is the single best item to stop her from snowballing. SETT. Tip 1. As you hit SETT, his yellow bar fills up. This is his skill 2, Haymaker. Sidestep it or use your skill 3 to get out of the center. Tip 2. SETT wants to pull you in with his skill 3. Stay at max range of your skill 1. Tip 3. If you see him running at you with high speed skill 1, drop your skill 2 immediately. The result: SETT cannot ult what he cannot see. He will wander around aimlessly while you poke him from the smoke. SHEN. Tip 1. SHEN has a skill that creates a small circular zone. Inside that zone, your passive auto attacks do 0 damage. If he drops the zone, stop attacking and walk away. Tip 2. SHEN's only way to catch you is his skill 3, Shadow Dash. If SHEN misses his dash, he has no energy and no escape. Hit him with everything. Tip 3. SHEN's ultimate lets him shield an ally and teleport across the map. If you see him channeling his ult, use your E, if you have the mark on him, to move on him. SHEN. Tip 1. SHEN's main move is his big overhead smash skill 1. Do not run straight back. Walk sideways or use your skill 3, backflip, to get out of the red zone. While he is charging, he is a sitting duck. Punish him while walking out of the zone. Tip 2. SHEN puts up a round shield that explodes for massive damage. If you have enough damage, you can pop the shield by hitting him. If the shield breaks, IT won't explode on you. Tip 3. SHEN kicks a minion at you to slow you down. Don't stand directly behind your own low-health minions. If he hits you with a minion, he will reduce your armor and slow you, making it easy for him. Tip 4. When SHEN dies, he wakes back up as a fast-punching zombie. Don't stand near his body. TEEMO. Tip 1. Do not use your passive enhanced auto while you are blinded. You will do 0 damage. The play: if he blinds you, drop your skill 2 and wait out. Once the blind wears off, strike. Tip 2. Don't chase the TEEMO wants you to chase him into his ultimate. If he runs away into a bush or toward a specific spot, do not follow him blindly. Tip 3. All in is the key. If you hit your full combo, he dies instantly. Stay back until level 5. TRYNDAMERE. Tip 1. TRYNDAMERE gets stronger as his red bar fills up. If his bar is full/red, do not fight. Tip 2. Tryndamere's ultimate makes him unkillable for 5 seconds. This is where Akali wins or loses. Press skill 2 immediately. Just sit in your smoke and wait. Do not try to kill him. Tip 3. Tryndamere's only gap closer is his skill 3. If he spins at you, use your skill 3 to stay away. He is now stuck next to you with no way to get closer, and you have a mark on him. Tip 4. Tryndamere has a skill that slows you and reduces your damage only if your back is turned to him. If you see the chicken icon above his head, quickly turn your character to face him. You won't get slowed as much, and your damage stays high. URGOT. Tip 1. URGOT has 6 legs that fire a blast when he auto-attacks. Do not circle around him. Stay on one side. If he has already used the shotgun blast on one leg, stay on that side of him. If you move to his other side, you take massive burst damage. Tip 2. URGOT's main threat is his skill 3 disdain. He shields himself and dashes forward to flip you. Use your skill 3 backflip to dodge. Tip 3. URGOT's skill 2 purge fires at the nearest target he has marked with his other skills. If he starts spraying bullets, drop your skill 2. Tip 4. URGOT fis adril. If your HP is below 25%, he pulls you in and instantly executes you. This is a skill shot. Walk in a zigzag or use your ultimate to dash behind him when you see the drill fire. VOLIBEAR. Tip 1. VOLIBEAR's skill, Bite, marks you. If he bites you a second time, he heals a lot and deals massive damage. If he bites you once, drop your skill 2 or get away. Tip 2. VOLIBEAR calls down lightning that gives him a big shield. When you see the blue circle on the ground, move out of it. If he gets that shield, your skill 1 will do 0 damage to his actual health. Tip 3. VOLI runs at you on all fours to stun you. Hit him with your skill 3 as he runs at you. Tip 4. Buy Oblivion Orb. This is mandatory. It stops him from healing when he bites you. And armor boots, these make his claws feel like paper. WUKONG. Tip 1. If WUKONG suddenly stops moving or glitches, stop attacking. If you hit the clone, you waste your energy. Walk away or drop your skill 2 until the real WUKONG appears. Usually he's running toward you. Tip 2. WUKONG's skill 3, Nimbus Strike, sends clones to dash at you. If he dashes onto you, immediately use your skill 3. You will mark the real WUKONG and get away from his follow-up staff smash. Tip 3. WUKONG can spin twice to knock you up and deal massive damage. When he starts spinning, press skill 2 immediately. Asterisk. Tip 4. Do not take long fights. Use the poke and run style. Hit him with skill 1 plus passive auto, then run away. If you stay to trade auto attacks, his armor will make him too hard to kill. YASUO. Tip 1. Never use your skill 3 or ULT while he has that white bar full. Tap him with a skill 1 or a single auto attack to pop the shield, then walk back. Wait 2 seconds before you actually fight him. Tip 2. Walk through the wall or around it. If he drops the wall, don't panic. Just wait it out or reposition with your skill 2. He can't move the wall once it's placed. Tip 3. When you hear a sound cue and see wind swirling around him, walk in a zigzag or use your skill 3 to dodge it. If you don't get hit by the wind, he cannot use his ultimate on you. Tip 4. If he starts dashing like crazy, drop your skill 2. He can't dash to you if he can't see you. This kills his momentum and leaves him stuck in the middle of your minions. YONE. Tip 1. YONE's skill 3 leaves his body behind and flies at you. Do not try to run away in a straight line. Use your skill 2 immediately. He only has a few seconds in this form. If he can't see you, he wastes his ghost time and snaps back to his body. Tip 2. YONE gets a wind dash after hitting 2 skill 1. He will dash forward in a straight line. Sidestep it or use skill E. If he misses this, he cannot use his ultimate easily. Tip 3. YONE marks a large rectangle on the ground and teleports to the end of it. Never stand still when he has his wind dash ready. If you see the red rectangle appear, Use your ultimate or flash to get out of the box. If you get hit, you are likely dead. Amumu. Tip 1. If a skill 1, bandage toss, misses, he is useless. Use your skill 3, flip, or ultimate to dash sideways the moment you see the bandage fly. No hit, no stun, no problem. Tip 2. The moment Amu uses his ultimate, the giant yellow circle, press skill 2, Smoke Shroud. Even if you are stunned, being invisible prevents his team from targeting you while you wait for the stun to wear off. Tip 3. Amumu wants you to waste your energy on him. In team fights, ignore the mummy. Use your dashes to fly past him and kill the enemy marksman or mage first. Save Amumu for last when your team can help you. Diana. Tip 1. Diana's skill 1, Crescent Strike, always curves in an arc to her right. To dodge it, always move or dash to your left. If she misses this, she cannot reset her dash, and she loses her kill pressure. Tip 2. Save your E for her dash. Never use your skill 3, Shuriken Flip, to poke. Save it for the moment Diana dashes onto you. Because she is flying directly at you, your Shuriken is guaranteed to hit. Tip 3. When Diana pulls you in with her ultimate, immediately press skill 2, Smoke Shroud. You will still take the initial hit, but being invisible prevents her from landing the follow-up combo. Tip 4. Diana's skill 2, Shield, is her only way to win a trade. If she activates it, walk away or hide in your smoke. Wait 2 seconds for the shield to expire, then jump back in while her defenses are on cooldown. Echo. Tip 1. Echo's damage explodes on his third attack or ability. If he hits you twice, immediately drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. He can't land the final hit if he can't see you, which completely kills his burst and his bonus movement speed. Tip 2. Echo's skill 1, Timewinder, deals some damage going out, but way more damage coming back. After he throws it, simply step to the side. As long as you don't get hit by the return path, you win the trade. Tip 3. Echo's ultimate, Chrono Break, always follows 4 seconds behind him. Never stand on his ghost shadow. If you see his shadow overlapping with your shroud, get out immediately or he will nuke you and heal back to full health. Tip 4. If you think Echo is about to use his ultimate to heal, hit him with Ignite early. This applies grievous wounds, which drastically reduces how much health he recovers when he travels back in time, making him much easier to finish off. Evelyn. Tip 1. When Evelyn puts her skill 2, Allure, on you, a pink heart fills up over your head. Do not run away in a straight line. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate to dash toward your tower or into your shroud. Tip 2. If you are about to be charmed, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. Even if you get charmed and walk aimlessly, you stay invisible. This prevents her from hitting you with her follow-up spikes. Tip 3. Evelyn's ultimate, Last Caress, is an execute. IT deals massive damage if you are below 35% health. The moment you see the X mark on your character or see her start her ultimate animation, use Stasis. It wastes her primary kill tool and leaves her vulnerable. Tip 4. Evelyn is invisible after level 5, but she is revealed if she gets too close to you. Keep an eye out for the small eye icon above your head. IT means she is nearby. Drop a control ward, pink ward, in bushes to see her coming before she can charm you. Fiddlesticks. Tip 1. Fiddlestick's skill 2, Bountiful Harvest, is his main damage and healing. The moment he starts tethering you, use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate to dash out of the circle immediately. If you break the link, he loses his damage and his cooldown stays high. Tip 2. If Fiddle jumps on you, he will try to fear you, skill 1, so you can't fight back. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, the moment you see him. Even if you are feared and running away, you will be invisible, making it much harder for him or his team to follow up with basic attacks. Tip 3. Fiddle's ultimate, Crowstorm, is only scary if it catches you by surprise. IT fears everyone it hits. Always place wards behind walls or in common jump spots. If you see him channeling his ULT, you can use your ultimate to dash behind him and burst him before the crows kill you. Tip 4. Fiddlesticks is extremely squishy once his drain is on cooldown. Don't take long, poked out fights. Use your full combo to delete him instantly. A dead scarecrow can't heal. Graves. Tip 1. Graves' basic attacks are projectiles that hit the first target in their path. If you stay inside your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, he literally cannot hit you with his main damage. Wait for him to waste his 2 bullets on minions, then strike. Tip 2. Graves throws a T-shaped powder shell, skill 1. It deals damage going out, but massive damage when it explodes on the way back. If it hits a wall, IT explodes instantly. Stay away from walls when fighting him so you don't get nuked. Tip 3. Graves uses Quick Draw, skill 3, to get close and gain armor. If he dashes at you, immediately hit him with your skill 3, Shuriken Flip. This marks him and lets you flip away, resetting the distance and making his armor boost useless against your magic damage. Tip 4. Graves only has 2 shots before he has to reload. Watch his ammo bar under his health. The moment he fires his second shot, he is vulnerable for about a second. This is your window to dump your full combo. Hecarim. Tip 1. When Hecarim gallops at you with skill 3, Speedy Dash, immediately drop your Smoke Shroud. If he can't see you, he can't hit you, and his massive charge damage is completely wasted. Tip 2. His ultimate, Ghost Riders, hits in a straight line and fears you. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash sideways the moment you see the ghost to avoid the CC and stay alive. Tip 3. Hecarim stays alive by healing with his skill 2, Green Circle. Apply Ignite at the start of the fight to cut his healing in half and make him much squishier. Tip 4. Hecarim wins long fights because his skill 1 gets faster the more he hits you. Dump your full combo and then move away. Never stand still and auto-attack him. Jarvan 4. Tip 1. Jarvan's main threat is his skill 3 plus skill 1, Flag and Drag. Knock up. Use your skill 3, Shuriken Flip, to dash sideways the moment you see the flag drop to avoid being launched into the air. Tip 2. When Jarvan traps you in his ultimate, Cataclysm, Arena, immediately drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. This prevents him and his teammates from targeting you with basic attacks while you wait for the walls to disappear. Tip 3. If you get trapped in his stone circle, don't panic or waste flash. Use the second cast of your skill 3, Flip, or your ultimate dashes to leap right over his walls and escape. Tip 4. Jarvan gets a shield and slows you with his skill 2, Golden Aegis. Don't waste your energy hitting him while the shield is up. Wait 2 seconds for it to expire before committing to your full burst. Kayn. Tip 1. If Kayn goes red, Rost, his knock-up is very slow and predictable. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, the moment he starts the animation to make him miss his stun and his healing. Tip 2. Kayn's skill 2, Blade's Reach, deals his main damage in a straight line. Always use your skill 3, Flip, or a sideways ultimate dash to dodge it, as getting hit allows him to follow up with his full combo. Tip 3. When Kayn infests you with his ultimate, Umbral Trespass, wait for him to start exiting your body. Use your stasis, Zhonya's, right before he pops out to completely negate his damage and his massive heal. Tip 4. If he goes blue, Assassin, he is a glass cannon who can delete you instantly. Don't play passive. Hit him with your full combo immediately because whoever strikes first in this matchup wins the fight. KHA'ZIX. Tip 1. He deals massive extra damage to isolated targets who are alone. Stay near your minions or teammates so he can't use his passive to one-shot you. Tip 2. When he uses his ultimate, Invisibility, to reset his passive, immediately drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. This forces him to wait out your smoke. preventing him from getting his surprise damage off on you. Tip 3. If you hit him with your skill 3, Shuriken Flip, before he goes invisible, you can still see his mark. This allows you to follow him with the second dash, even if he tries to leap or stealth away. Tip 4. He is very squishy and vulnerable while he is in the air using his skill 3 leap. Use your ultimate first dash to intercept him and dump your skill 1, KENNEN, to kill him before he even lands. Kindred. Tip 1. Kindred's wolf deals constant magic damage while you are in its circle. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately so the wolf loses its target and stops biting you. Tip 2. Kindred marks you with a slow that deals massive damage on the third hit. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate to dash away the moment you see the mark to prevent her from landing that final execute shot. Tip 3. Kindred's ultimate, Lamb's Respite, prevents everyone inside from dying. Wait inside the circle with her, and the exact millisecond the gold circle disappears, hit your second ULT dash to execute her instantly. Tip 4. Kindred has to kill specific jungle monsters to get stronger throughout the game. Use your mobility to hide in the bushes near her marked camps and burst her down when she tries to take them. Lee Sin. Tip 1. Lee Sin's entire combo depends on hitting his skill 1, Sonic Wave. Use your skill 3, Flip, or a sideways dash to dodge the blue projectile so he cannot dash onto you. Tip 2. If he hits you with a kick, immediately drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, before he dashes in. He will arrive at your location, but won't be able to see you to land his follow-up basic attacks or ultimate. Tip 3. Lee Sin will try to ultimate Dragon's Rage to kick you away or into his team. If you mark him with your skill 3, Shuriken, first, you can immediately dash back to him after he kicks you to finish the kill. Tip 4. Lee Sin uses a lot of energy to perform his full mobility combo. Wait for him to use his dash and shield on minions. Then strike while he is low on breath and cannot escape your burst. Lilia. Tip 1. Lilia's skill 1, Blooming Blows, deals true damage on the outer edge. Use your skill 3, Flip, to stay very close to her or very far away, so you only take the minor magic damage. Tip 2. When Lilia hits you with a seed and casts her ultimate, Lullaby, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. You will still fall asleep, but being invisible prevents her from hitting you with her massive Wake Up Slam. Tip 3. Lilia's skill 2, Watch Out, deals triple damage in the very center of the circle. Use your ultimate, First Dash, to zip behind her the moment she jumps in the air to make her waste her biggest burst. Tip 4. Lilia gets faster every time she hits an ability, making her impossible to catch. Use your full combo to delete her instantly before she can stack up enough speed to kite you. Makai. Tip 1. When Makai uses skill 2, Twisted Advance, to dash and root you, immediately drop your Smoke Shroud. He will land on you, but since you are invisible, he can't follow up with his knock-up or basic attacks. Tip 2. Makai's skill 3, Saplings, deal way more damage and slow more if they are thrown into a bush. Avoid walking into unwarded bushes when fighting him, or use your skill 3, Flip, to dash away before they explode. Tip 3. Makai's ultimate, Nature's Grasp, is a massive wall of roots that stuns you. Use your ultimate or skill 3, Flip, to dash through or over the roots to avoid getting stuck in the stun zone. Tip 4. Makai heals and builds high magic resist, making him hard to burst. You must buy Liandries to shred his health, otherwise, he will simply outlast your energy bar. Master E. Tip 1. When Master E activates Highlander, ULT, to run at you, immediately drop your Smoke Shroud. Since he can't target what he can't see, he will waste his entire ultimate duration running in circles while you stay safe. Tip 2. Wait for E to use skill 1, Alpha Strike, and reappear next to you. The moment he lands, hit him with your skill 3, Flip, IT is a guaranteed hit because he always appears right in front of his target. Tip 3. If he uses skill 2 meditate, he takes significantly reduced damage and heals. Stop attacking and wait for the channel to end. Save your ultimate, second dash, to execute him the moment he stops healing. Tip 4. Master E relies on getting kills to reset his cooldowns and keep going. Use Ignite early to cut his healing and burst him down fast, ensuring he dies before he can start resetting on your teammates. Nidalee. Tip 1. Nidalee can only deal big damage if she marks you with her javelin toss. Always stay behind your minions or use your skill 3, Flip, to sidestep the spear so she can't use her empowered pounce. Tip 2. If you do get marked and she jumps at you in cougar form, immediately drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. She relies on targeted bites to kill you, and being invisible makes her waste her entire hunted window. Tip 3. Nidalee is extremely squishy and has no defensive moves while in human form. The moment you see her miss a spear, use your ultimate to close the gap and delete her before she can swap back to Cougar and jump away. Nocturne. Tip 1. When Nocturne attaches his purple beam, Fear, to you, immediately drop your Smoke Shroud. Since he can't see you to land basic attacks while the beam is charging, he loses his primary source of damage before you get stunned. Tip 2. Nocturne gains massive attack damage and movement speed while standing on a shadow trail. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate to dash off the trail so he loses his buffs and becomes much easier to duel. Tip 3. Nocturne has a spell shield that blocks one ability and gives him attack speed. Throw a skill 1, KENNEN, to pop a shield first before using your ultimate or skill 3, ensuring your high damage moves actually land. Nunu and Willem. Tip 1. When Nunu rolls his skill 1, biggest snowball ever, at you, drop your Smoke Shroud immediately. He cannot target you to release the snowball, forcing him to roll right past you and miss the knock-up. Tip 2. Nunu's ultimate, Absolute Zero, creates a massive slowing circle that explodes for huge damage. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate to dash out of the icy area the moment he starts channeling to avoid the blast. Tip 3. Nunu heals a massive amount by biting you or minions with his skill 1 Consume. Use Ignite early in the fight to cut his healing in half, making it much easier for you to burst him down before he recovers. Rammus. Tip 1. When Rammus rolls at you with skill 1, Powerball, drop your Smoke Shroud immediately. Since he can't see you to collide with you, he will roll right past and lose his knock-up and speed. Tip 2. Rammus deals massive magic damage back to you when you hit him during skill 2, Defensive Ball Curl. Stop your combo and wait for his green shell to flatten before using your ultimate or skill 1 KENNEN. Tip 3. Rammus builds massive armor and magic resist, making him nearly impossible to burst. You must buy Void Staff or Riftmaker to deal true damage and shred his health, or he will simply outlast your energy. Rengar. Tip 1. When you see the exclamation mark over your head, Rengar is about to jump from invisibility. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately so he loses his target and cannot follow up with his empowered attacks. Tip 2. Rengar's skill 2, Battle Roar, heals him for a large portion of the damage he just took. Don't dump your full ultimate burst instantly. Wait for him to waste his roar first so he can't undo your hardest hitting move. Tip 3. Rengar's jump follows a very predictable straight line from his bush or ultimate. If you time your skill 3, Shuriken Flip, to hit him midair, you can dash back to him after he tries to run away into another bush. Shyvana. Tip 1. When Shyvana is in dragon form, her skill 3, Fireball, leaves a massive burning zone on the ground. Drop your Smoke Shroud immediately to hide and wait for the fire to disappear before you continue fighting. Tip 2. Shyvana's ultimate, Dragon's Descent, knocks you back in a straight line. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash sideways when she flies at you, so she lands without hitting her main combo. Tip 3. Shyvana is much weaker in her human form and cannot use her ultimate until her Fury bar is full. Force a fight with your ultimate while her bar is low to kill her before she can transform and gain extra health. Vi. Tip 1. When Vei targets you with her ultimate, cease and desist. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. While the dash will still hit you, she won't be able to see you to follow up with her high damage punches or blast shield resets. Tip 2. Vei's skill 1, Dash, is her only way to start a fight or knock you up. Use your skill 3, Flip, or sideways ultimate dash to dodge it. If she misses this, she has no way to stick to you. Tip 3. Vei is very reliant on her abilities to gain shields and attack speed. Once she misses her dash or uses her ultimate, use your full combo to burst her down while she is a sitting duck. Vigo. Tip 1. Vigo's stun is a predictable projectile that he has to charge up. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, the moment he starts charging, so he loses his target and wastes his only crowd control. Tip 2. Vigo's ultimate deals massive execute damage in a small circle. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate to dash sideways when he leaps into the air to completely negate his biggest source of burst and healing. Tip 3. Vigo is only dangerous when he kills someone and takes their body to heal. Focus him with your full ULT combo immediately. If he dies first, he can't use his passive to reset and wipe your team. Warwick. Tip 1. If Warwick leaps at you with his ultimate, Infinite Duress, and misses, immediately drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. This prevents him from following up with his basic attacks, which is how he gets all his healing and damage back. Tip 2. Warwick's skill 2, Primal Howl, reduces the damage he takes and then fears everyone nearby. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash away when you see him glowing red so you don't get stunned and bitten while he's tanky. Tip 3. Warwick heals 3 times more when he is below 25% health, making him nearly impossible to finish off. You must use Ignite when he gets low to cut that healing in half and secure the kill with your ultimate second dash. Xin Zhao. Tip 1. Xin Zhao's skill 1, 3 Talon Strike, knocks you up on the 3rd hit. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, after his 2nd hit, so he loses his target and cannot land the final blow to start his combo. Tip 2. Xin Zhao's ultimate, Crescent Guard, blocks all damage from enemies outside the circle. Use your ultimate or skill 3, Flip, to dash directly onto him. If you aren't inside the golden ring, your kunais will do 0 damage. Tip 3. Xin Zhao relies on his skill 2, W Thrust, to slow you and mark you for a long-range dash. Use your high mobility to dodge the spear thrust, so he can't jump on you from a distance while you are low on energy. Ahri. Tip 1. Ahri's entire combo depends on hitting her charm to force you to walk toward her. If you see the heart flying, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately, so she can't follow up with her Foxfires or Orb while you are disabled. Tip 2. Ahri's Orb of Deception deals true damage on the way back to her. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash diagonally so you avoid the return path of the orb, which is where her biggest burst comes from. Tip 3. Ahri has 3 dashes to escape, but your ultimate and skill 3 allow you to stick to her. Wait for her to use her first dash before you commit your second ULT dash, ensuring you stay on top of her until she runs out of charges. Akali. Tip 1. If the enemy Akali drops her skill 2, Smoke Shroud, do not waste yours immediately. Back away and wait for her smoke to expire. Once she is visible and out of energy, drop your own shroud to counterattack safely. Tip 2. In a mirror match, the person who lands skill 3, Shuriken Flip, usually wins. If you mark her before she goes invisible, you can see her outline in her smoke and dash to her for a guaranteed hit. Tip 3. Akali's ultimate second dash deals more damage based on how much health the target is missing. Save your final dash until she is below 35% health to ensure you get the kill before she can dash away or hide. Action. Tip 1. When Action starts swinging on his rope, immediately drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. This forces his shots to target minions instead of you, effectively canceling his main source of damage and mobility. Tip 2. Action's ultimate, Comeuppance, takes time to lock on and fire several shots. Use your ultimate, first dash, to get right in his face or hide behind a tower/minion to block the bullets before they execute you. Tip 3. Action gets a shield and extra damage after every third hit or double tap basic attack. Wait for him to waste his shield on a minion. Then use your skill 3, Flip, to dive him while his defensive passive is on cooldown. Annie. Tip 1. Annie has a white bar under her health that turns red when her passive, Stun, is ready. Do not dash in while it is red. Wait for her to waste it on a minion so you can all-in her safely. Tip 2. When Annie drops Tibur's ultimate, immediately use your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. This prevents the bear from continuously hitting you and stops Annie from landing her follow-up spells while you are stunned. Tip 3. Annie is a one-combo champion who relies on killing you in a single rotation. Buy a Null Magic Mantle or Stasis enchant early to ensure you survive her burst and can counterattack while her spells are on cooldown. Aurelian Soul. Tip 1. Aurelian Soul deals massive continuous damage while channeling his breath of light. Use your ultimate, first dash, or skill 3, Flip, to reposition behind him, forcing him to cancel the beam and lose his primary damage. Tip 2. If you get caught in the center of his singularity, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. This gives you the movement speed needed to escape the pull before it executes you or pulls you into his ultimate. Tip 3. Aurelian Soul is a scaling mage who is extremely weak and squishy before he gets his items. Use your level 5 power spike to dive him constantly, as he has no way to stop your dashes once his flight is on cooldown. Aurora. Tip 1. Aurora can become invisible and dash to reposition just like you. Do not waste your ultimate or skill 3, Flip, while she is in her spirit form. Wait for her to reappear so your high damage abilities don't miss. Tip 2. When Aurora creates her circular ultimate arena, she can teleport between the edges to kite you. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate, first dash, to jump through the boundary immediately, as staying inside gives her a massive advantage. Tip 3. Aurora deals bonus damage and heals when she hits you 3 times with spells or attacks. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, after she lands her first hit to break her rhythm and prevent her from getting that third spirit stack. Brand. Tip 1. Brand can only stun you if he hits you with his skill 1 while you are already ablaze. Drop your Smoke Shroud immediately when you see his fireballs coming, so he loses his target and cannot land the stun. Tip 2. Brand's Pillar of Flame deals massive AoE damage, but has a short delay before it explodes. Use your skill 3, Flip, or your passive movement speed to dance out of the circle, as this is his main way to prime you for his passive explosion. Tip 3. Brand's ultimate, Pyroclasm, bounces between you, your allies, and minions to deal stacking damage. The moment he casts it, use your ultimate, first dash, to get away from your team so the fire doesn't bounce back and forth until you die. Corki. Tip 1. Corki's Gatling gun shreds your armor and magic resist while dealing constant damage in a cone. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately to hide so he cannot target you with his basic attacks while his shred is active. Tip 2. Every third missile Corki fires is a big one that deals massive area damage. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash diagonally when you see the red rocket coming, as this is his main way to poke you down before a fight. Tip 3. Corki is extremely vulnerable once he uses his Valkyrie dash to reposition or escape. Wait for him to use it, then use your ultimate, first dash, to gap close and burst him down before he can fly away again. Fizz. Tip 1. Fizz is untargetable while he is hopping on his trident, which can make you waste your ultimate. Use your skill 1, KENNEN, to poke him until he jumps, then immediately use your skill 3, flip, or ULT once he lands and is vulnerable. Tip 2. If Fizz hits you with his ultimate, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, right before the shark bites. While you will still take the damage and knock up, he won't be able to see you to follow up with his Q and W, preventing him from finishing you off. Tip 3. Fizz's skill 1, Urchin Strike, is his main way to close the gap and apply his on-hit damage. Once he dashes through you, he has no reliable way to escape your ultimate, second dash, execute, so that is your window to go for the kill. Galio. Tip 1. When Galio charges up his Shield of Durand, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. If he can't see you to land the taunt, he wastes his strongest defensive tool and damage reduction. Tip 2. Galio's Justice Punch has a brief wind-up where he steps backward before dashing forward. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash diagonally. If he misses this, he loses his only way to start his crowd control chain on you. Tip 3. Galio gains a massive magic damage shield every few seconds when he hasn't taken damage. Poke him with a single skill 1, KENNEN, to break the shield first, then wait a moment before using your ultimate for the full burst. Heimerdinger. Tip 1. Heimerdinger's skill 1, Turrets, do most of his damage, especially if they charge up their beams. Use your skill 1, KENNEN, from a distance to destroy them before you commit to a full jump ion. Tip 2. If Heimerdinger throws his CH2 Electron Storm Grenade, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. Even if the splash slows you, being invisible prevents his turrets from locking onto you with their high damage lasers. Tip 3. Heimerdinger's ultimate turret deals massive sustained damage and can melt you in seconds. Use your skill 3, Flip, to mark him, then dash away and wait for the turret to expire before using your ultimate to go back in for the kill. Kassadin. Tip 1. Kassadin is incredibly weak and has no mobility before reaching level 5. Use your skill 1, KENNEN, and passive auto attacks to poke him out of lane or kill him before he unlocks his ultimate. Tip 2. Kassadin's Null Sphere gives him a magic damage shield that absorbs your burst. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, when you see the projectile coming so you can wait out the shield's duration before finishing your combo. Tip 3. Kassadin will try to use Rift Walk to blink away the moment you engage. Save your skill 3, Flip, or your ultimate's second dash to follow him through his blink, ensuring he cannot escape your execute damage. Katarina. Tip 1. Katarina does almost all of her damage when she picks up a dagger with skill 2, Preparation, or skill 3, Shuimpa. Never stand directly on or near a dagger on the ground. Use your passive movement speed to stay just outside their spin radius. Tip 2. When Katarina starts spinning with her ultimate, immediately drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. Since her ultimate requires a target to fire daggers, being invisible prevents her from hitting you with the majority of her channel damage. Tip 3. Katarina will constantly blink around the fight to reset her cooldowns and escape. Hit her with your skill 3, Flip, early so you can follow her through her blinks and execute her with your ultimate once she stops moving. Lysandra. Tip 1. When you dash in, Lysandra will immediately use Ring of Frost to root you in place. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, the moment you are rooted so she cannot follow up with her targeted Q or basic attacks while you are stuck. Tip 2. Lysandra's Ice Shard shatters and travels further if it hits a minion first. Stay away from your own minion wave and use your skill 3, Flip, to move diagonally so her main poke tool misses you entirely. Tip 3. Lysandra will try to use her ultimate on you the second you commit with your ultimate, first dash. Use a stasis enchant or wait for her to use it on herself defensively before you commit your second ultimate dash to execute her. Lux. Tip 1. Lux's entire combo depends on hitting her light binding to root you in place. If you get hit, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately, so she cannot see you to aim her ultimate or skill 3, Lucent Singularity. Tip 2. Lux's ultimate has a brief red laser warning before it fires in a straight line. Use your skill 3, Flip, or your ultimate, first dash, to dash horizontally out of the beam's path to avoid being executed. Tip 3. Lux is completely defenseless once her skill 1 is on cooldown. Wait for her to miss her snare on a minion. Then use your skill 3, Flip, to mark her and dive in for a guaranteed kill while she has no way to stop you. Mel. Tip 1. Mel deals massive bonus damage if she hits you 3 times to shatter her marks. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, after the first hit to hide, preventing her from landing the follow-up attacks needed to trigger her explosive passive. Tip 2. Mel's main poke sends out golden waves that return to her, dealing damage twice. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash sideways. If you dodge the return path, she loses her primary way to poke you down before a fight. Tip 3. Mel is very slippery because she can dash and gain a shield to escape your combo. Wait for her to use her dash to reposition, then immediately use your ultimate, first dash, to gap close and burst her while her only escape is on cooldown. Morgana. Tip 1. Morgana's Dark Binding has a long duration that leaves you a sitting duck for her pool. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately if you get hit, so she cannot see you to follow up with her basic attacks or ultimate. Tip 2. Morgana's Black Shield blocks all magic damage and crowd control until it breaks. Use your skill 1, KENNEN, to pop the shield first before committing your ultimate or skill 3, Flip, ensuring your big burst isn't absorbed. Tip 3. When Morgana chains you with her ultimate, you have a few seconds to break the link before getting stunned. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate, first dash, to move out of the purple circle instantly to cancel the tether. Nora. Tip 1. Nora relies on summoning tea-loving spirits from her skill 1, portals, to deal damage. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, to become untargetable. The summons will lose their target and stop their continuous attacks, wasting her mana and cooldowns. Tip 2. Nora's main poke sends out a projectile that explodes in an area to mark you. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash diagonally when you see the projectile, as dodging this prevents her from stacking her passive damage on you. Tip 3. Nora uses her portal jump to reposition or escape through walls when you get close. Wait for her to use this dash defensively, then immediately use your ultimate, first dash, to follow her and burst her down while she has no more mobility. Orianna. Tip 1. Orianna's damage and crowd control all come from where her ball is currently sitting. Stay on the opposite side of the minion wave from the ball and use your skill 3, Flip, to dash past it so she can't easily hit you with a W slow. Tip 2. When Orianna starts the animation for her shockwave, immediately drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. While you might still get pulled, being invisible prevents her from landing her targeted follow-up attacks and helps you safely reposition once the pull ends. Tip 3. Orianna is most vulnerable after she uses her skill 3 to shield herself or an ally, as the ball takes time to travel back to her. Wait for the shield to expire, then use your ultimate, first dash, to burst her down while she lacks her bonus defensive stats. Rise. Tip 1. Rise's Rune Prison is a point-and-click route that sets up his entire burst combo. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, as soon as he moves toward you, so he loses his target and cannot lock you down for his overload. Tip 2. Rise deals massive bounce damage if his spell Flux kills a minion or hits a target already marked. Stay away from low-health minions and use your skill 3, flip, to dash laterally, so the flux doesn't spread from the wave to you. Tip 3. Ryze's ultimate has a long channel time where he is completely vulnerable to your burst. If he tries to teleport away, use your ultimate, first dash, or skill 3, flip, to follow him through the portal and execute him on the other side. Seraphine. Tip 1. Seraphine's beat drop will only stun you if she has her echo, passive ready, or if you are already slowed. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, the moment you see the green wave coming, so she loses her target and cannot follow up with her high damage notes. Tip 2. Seraphine's ultimate is a long-range charm that extends every time it hits a champion or minion. Use your skill 3, flip, to dash diagonally out of the path, as getting charmed makes you walk directly into her full burst combo. Tip 3. Seraphine is extremely squishy once her shield and heal are on their long cooldown. Wait for her to use her shield to protect herself from poke. Then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive her while she is defenseless. Swain. Tip 1. Swain's skill 3 roots you on its return path, setting up his entire pull-in burst combo. Use your skill 3, flip, to dash diagonally when the claw reaches its max distance, so he cannot pull you into his high damage zone. Tip 2. When Swain activates Demonic Ascension, he drains health from everyone nearby to stay alive. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. Since he cannot see you, he cannot hit you with his Demon Flare, Explosion, or targeted attacks. Tip 3. Swain wins long, drawn-out fights because of his massive ultimate healing. Use your ultimate, first dash, or skill 3, flip, to dash away and wait for his ultimate to expire before going back in to execute him while he is vulnerable. Syndra. Tip 1. Syndra's Scatter the Weak is her only way to push you away and stun you. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, the moment you see her launch a sphere toward you, so she loses her target and cannot follow up with her ultimate. Tip 2. Syndra deals constant damage by summoning spheres that stay on the ground to empower her other abilities. Use your passive movement speed to constantly weave in and out of her range, forcing her to miss her primary source of damage. Tip 3. Syndra is extremely vulnerable once her skill 3 knockback is on its long cooldown. Wait for her to waste it on a minion wave, then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive her and execute her before she can push you away again. Talon. Tip 1. Talon's passive bleed only triggers if he hits you with 3 abilities or attacks. When his daggers fly back toward him, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, to become invisible, preventing him from landing the final auto attack needed to chunk your health. Tip 2. When Talon goes invisible with his ultimate, the blades will converge on your location if he attacks you. Use your skill 3, flip, to dash away from the blade ring, or wait in your shroud until his stealth expires so you can counterburst him. Tip 3. Talon is most vulnerable after he uses Assassin's Path to jump over a wall, as that specific terrain piece goes on a long cooldown. If he jumps into your lane, use your ultimate, first dash, to stick to him immediately so he cannot hop back out of safety. Twisted Fate. Tip 1. When you see a gold card rotating over Twisted Fate's head, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. If he cannot target you to throw the card, the stun timer will eventually expire, wasting his only way to stop your engage. Tip 2. Twisted Fate's triple card throw travels in a predictable fan shape and is his primary way to poke you down. Use your passive movement speed or skill 3, flip, to dash diagonally, as dodging this prevents him from chipping away your health before a fight. Tip 3. Twisted Fate is completely defenseless once his skill 2 is on its long cooldown. Wait for him to use a blue or red card on a minion, then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive him while he has no crowd control to stop you. Veigar. Tip 1. Veigar's cage is his only defense, and he will drop at the moment you dash in. If you get caught inside, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately so he cannot see you to aim his skill 1 or ultimate while you're trapped. Tip 2. The edges of Veigar's cage will stun you, but your skill 3, flip, and ultimate allow you to dash quickly. Use these to reposition inside the cage or dash out entirely if you have the space, ensuring you never touch the stun perimeter. Tip 3. Veigar is a free kill once his skill 3, cage, is on its long cooldown. Wait for him to miss the cage on a minion wave, then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive him before his stun is back up to stop you. Victor. Tip 1. Victor's death ray travels in a straight line and is his primary way to poke you down from a distance. Use your passive movement speed to walk perpendicularly to the beam's path, as dodging this prevents him from chipping away your health. Tip 2. Victor will drop his gravity field directly on top of you the moment you dash into slow and stun you. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. Being invisible allows you to wait out the field's duration or reposition to the edge without him targeting you. Tip 3. Victor's ultimate deals massive initial burst and follows you to deal continuous damage over time. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash away from the storm's radius. Then wait for it to slow down before using your ultimate to go back in for the kill. Vladimir. Tip 1. When Vladimir's bar turns red, his next skill 1, Transfusion, deals massive damage and heals him for a large amount. Walk away and wait for the red bar to deplete before moving back into range to poke or trade. Tip 2. Vladimir is untargetable while in his pool, which is his only way to dodge or burst. Hit him with your skill 3, Flip, to mark him, then wait for him to panic pool before you dash back in to finish your combo. Tip 3. If Vladimir hits you with his ultimate, you will take increased damage for a few seconds before it explodes. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately to hide. This prevents him from landing the targeted spells needed to maximize that bonus damage. Zed. Tip 1. When Zed casts Death Mark on you, he will appear behind you after a brief delay. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. Being invisible prevents him from landing the basic attacks and abilities he needs to power up the final explosion. Tip 2. Zed's main damage comes from hitting multiple shurikens at once from himself and his shadows. Use your skill 3, Flip, or passive movement speed to move laterally, as dodging these significantly reduces the damage you take during trade. Tip 3. Zed is most vulnerable once he uses Living Shadow to poke or gap close, as it is his only non-ultimate escape tool. Wait for his shadow to disappear, then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive him while he has no way to blink away from your execute. Ziggs. Tip 1. Ziggs' bouncing bomb travels in a straight line and explodes on contact with minions or champions. Use your passive movement speed to walk diagonally or toward him, as the bomb is much harder to hit when you are close and moving laterally. Tip 2. Ziggs will drop his satchel charge to knock you away the moment you dash into burst him. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. Being invisible prevents him from timing the detonation perfectly and lets you wait for the knockback to expire. Tip 3. Ziggs uses his minefield to zone you out and slow your approach. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate, first dash, to dash over or around the mines. Then execute him while he is stuck in his long casting animations. Zoe. Tip 1. If you get hit by the bubble, you have a brief window before falling asleep. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. Even while asleep, you will remain invisible, preventing Zoe from landing her massive paddle star follow-up. Tip 2. Zoe's ultimate always forces her to return to her original starting position after 1 second. Aim your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate, first dash, at her departure point to guarantee a hit and burst her down the moment she snaps back. Tip 3. Zoe deals more damage the further her paddle star travels. Use your passive movement speed to move laterally toward her, as closing the gap reduces the flight time and damage of her star significantly. Ashe. Tip 1. If you see Ashe's massive arrow flying toward you, drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately. Even if the splash damage hits, being invisible prevents her from following up with basic attacks while you are stunned. Tip 2. Ashe relies on her volley to slow you down so she can keep you at a distance. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash diagonally through the gaps in the arrows, allowing you to reach her without being permanently slowed. Tip 3. Ashe has 0 mobility and no way to peel you off once her ultimate is on cooldown. Wait for her to fire her arrow at a teammate, then use your ultimate, First Dash, to dive her for a guaranteed kill. Caitlyn. Tip 1. Caitlyn will use her net to dash backward and slow you the moment you engage. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately after she nets you. Being invisible prevents her from landing the empowered headshot follow-up while you are slowed. Tip 2. Caitlyn's main poke is a long-range piercing shot that narrows after hitting its first target. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally to the red indicator, as dodging this prevents her from chipping your health down before you can reach her. Tip 3. Caitlyn is extremely vulnerable once her net dash is on its long cooldown. Wait for her to use it to reposition or clear a wave. Then use your ultimate, First Dash, or skill 3, Flip, to dive her while she has no way to escape your burst. Draven. Tip 1. Draven must move to specific landing spots to catch his spinning axes and keep his damage high. Aim your skill 3, Flip, at those gold landing circles on the ground to guarantee a hit and a full burst combo. Tip 2. Draven will use his stand aside to knock you out of your dash or displacement. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately if you get hit. Being invisible stops him from landing the 2 or 3 massive auto attacks needed to kill you. Tip 3. Draven is a glass cannon, with no real escape once his skill 3 is on cooldown. Wait for him to use his knock aside to peel another teammate, then use your ultimate, First Dash, to dive him before he can displace you again. Ezreal. Tip 1. Ezreal will use his blink to escape the moment you dash toward him. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately after he blinks. Being invisible allows you to safely close the new gap without taking his auto attack harass. Tip 2. Ezreal's primary damage comes from his long-range Mystic Shot, which cannot pass through targets. Stay behind your minion wave while trading, as this forces him to miss his poke and lose his passive attack speed stacks. Tip 3. Ezreal is extremely vulnerable once his skill 3, Blink, is on its long cooldown. Wait for him to use it aggressively or to dodge a different spell, then use your ultimate, First Dash, to stick to him for an easy execute. Jhin. Tip 1. Jin's fourth shot is a guaranteed critical strike that deals massive missing health damage. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, when you see his ammo bar turn red so he cannot target you with his most powerful attack. Tip 2. Jhin can only root you with his long-range snare if you have recently taken damage from him or his allies. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash laterally when you see the thin line indicator, preventing him from locking you down for a follow-up. Tip 3. Jhin is completely stationary and has a restricted field of vision while firing his ultimate. Use this opportunity to flank him with your ultimate, First Dash, as he cannot turn quickly enough to stop you from bursting him down. Jinx. Tip 1. Jinx relies on her zap to slow you down from a distance so she can safely poke with her rockets. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, if the slow hits. Being invisible prevents her from following up with the long-range auto attacks needed to trigger her passive. Tip 2. Jinx will throw her flame chompers directly in front of her or on top of you to stop your dash. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate, First Dash, to dash diagonally around the traps, as touching even one will leave you rooted and defenseless. Tip 3. Jinx is a sitting duck once her skill 3 traps are on their long cooldown. Wait for her to waste them on a teammate or a minion wave, then use your ultimate, First Dash, to dive her for a guaranteed kill before she can peel you off. Kai'Sa. Tip 1. Kai'Sa deals significantly more damage if you are the only target near her when she fires her missiles. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately when she engages. Being invisible forces her missiles to hit minions instead of you. Tip 2. KAYLE's long-range W adds 2 stacks of her plasma passive and allows her to ultimate directly onto you. Use your skill 3, flip, to dash laterally when you see the purple beam, as dodging this prevents her from gaining the vision she needs to dive you. Tip 3. KAYLE gains a burst of movement speed and brief invisibility once her skill 3 is evolved, but she cannot attack during the charge up. Wait for her to finish her dash, then use your ultimate, first dash, to stick to her while her only mobility tool is on cooldown. Kalista. Tip 1. Kalista's martial poise, passive, forces her to dash in a specific direction every time she attacks. Time your skill 3, flip, or ultimate to land where she is jumping, rather than where she currently is, to guarantee your hit. Tip 2. Kalista deals massive damage based on how many spears are stuck in you when she activates Rend. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, as soon as you have more than 3 to 4 spears to force her to lose vision and miss her chance to execute you. Tip 3. Kalista is highly vulnerable once she uses her ultimate to pull her support to safety or initiate. Use your ultimate, first dash, to dive her immediately while her support is busy flying through the air and cannot peel for her. KAMILLE. Tip 1. When KOGMAW glows purple, his attack range and magic damage increase significantly. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately to wait out this buff, as he cannot hit what he cannot see. Tip 2. KOGMAW will lay down a trail of slime to slow your approach and make you an easy target. Use your skill 3, flip, to dash diagonally across the trail rather than walking straight through it to maintain your speed. Tip 3. KOGMAW will explode for massive true damage a few seconds after he is defeated. Once you land your ultimate, second dash, to kill him, immediately use your remaining mobility to dash away from his corpse. Lucian. Tip 1. After every ability, Lucian fires 2 quick shots that deal massive burst damage. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately when he dashes in. Being invisible prevents him from landing those double taps and ruins his trait. Tip 2. Lucian's main poke is a beam that fires in a straight line through his target. Use your passive movement speed to walk perpendicularly to the beam's indicator, as dodging this prevents him from constantly chipping your health. Tip 3. Lucian is highly vulnerable once his relentless pursuit is on its long early game cooldown. Wait for him to use his dash to poke or dodge, then use your ultimate, first dash, to stick to him while he has no way to reposition. Misfortune. Tip 1. Misfortune's first skill bounces off a target and deals critical damage to whoever is standing directly behind it. Position yourself to the side of your minion wave rather than directly behind it to ensure you don't take massive poke damage for free. Tip 2. Misfortune is completely stationary while channeling her massive wave of bullets. Use your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, to hide from her targeting, or better yet, use your ultimate or skill 3, Flip, to dash behind her and cancel her momentum. Tip 3. Misfortune gains massive movement speed when she hasn't taken damage, making her hard to catch. Hit her with a single skill 1, 5-point strike, to remove her strut speed, then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive her while she is slowed down. Nyla. Tip 1. Nyla's Mist Cloak makes her immune to basic attacks and reduces incoming magic damage significantly. Stop your combo and wait in your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, until her mist disappears, as she is much SQI shyer once her damage reduction ends. Tip 2. Nyla's main damage and healing come from hitting her straight-line whip attack, which empowers her next several strikes. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally, as dodging this prevents her from gaining the extra range and healing she need to win a duel. Tip 3. Nyla's ultimate pulls everyone toward her for a final burst and a massive heal based on damage dealt. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash away from the initial pull. Then use your ultimate, second dash, to execute her once her big cooldown is wasted. Samira. Tip 1. Samira's spinning circle destroys all incoming projectiles, including your skill 1, Kanai, and skill 3, Ishuriken. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, and wait for her circle to disappear before throwing your damage, as she is defenseless once her protection ends. Tip 2. Samira is extremely vulnerable to crowd control while she is spinning and shooting everyone. Use your ultimate, first dash, to quickly reposition and then hit her with your full burst. If you have a stasis or repulsor enchant, use them to stop her momentum. Tip 3. Samira relies on her dash to get in and out of fights, and it only resets if she gets a takedown. Wait for her to dash onto a minion or teammate, then use your skill 3, Flip, to mark her while she has no mobility left to dodge or execute. Sivir. Tip 1. Sivir will use her blue shield to block your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate and restore her mana. Use your skill 1, 5-point strike, first to pop the shield from a distance before committing your high damage dashes. Tip 2. Sivir's empowered attacks bounce between nearby targets, dealing massive damage in teamfights. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately to break her line of sight, which stops her from bouncing blades off you to hit your allies. Tip 3. Sivir's cross deals damage twice, once on the way out and once on the way back. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally after the first hit, as the return trip usually deals the most damage if you stand still. Smolder. Tip 1. Smolder's main damage comes from his fireball, which eventually evolves to deal splash and true damage. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately when he approaches to trade, as he cannot target you with his breath while you are invisible. Tip 2. Smolder sneezes a glob that slows and explodes in a cone behind the first target hit. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally away from your minions, preventing him from using them to bounce the explosion onto you. Tip 3. Smolder uses his flight to ignore terrain and escape over walls when threatened. Wait for him to use his flight to reposition or chase, then use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate to dash onto him, while his only escape tool is on cooldown. Tristana. Tip 1. Tristana deals massive burst damage by landing 4 basic attacks to detonate her bomb. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, as soon as she places the bomb on you. Being invisible prevents her from targeting you to stack the explosion. Tip 2. Tristana will use her jump to leap away the moment you engage with your ultimate. Hit her with your skill 3, Flip, mark before she jumps, allowing you to dash across the map and follow her directly to her landing spot. Tip 3. Tristana's main self-peel is her massive knockback blast that pushes you far away. Wait for her to use it on a teammate or use your ultimate, first dash, to bait it out, then use your ultimate, second dash, to instantly close the gap again for the kill. Twitch. Tip 1. When Twitch activates his ultimate, he gains massive range and piercing damage for several seconds. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately to force him to waste his limited time buff on minions or air since he cannot target you. Tip 2. Twitch throws a canister that creates a toxic cloud, slowing you and adding deadly venom stacks. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash out of the green circle quickly, as staying inside makes you a sitting duck for his contaminate execute. Tip 3. Twitch is at his most dangerous right after he breaks his invisibility, because he gains a massive attack speed boost. Waiting your shroud for those first few seconds of his bonus speed to wear off, then use your ultimate to burst him down while he is SQI shy and visible. Varus. Tip 1. Varus deals massive damage by charging a long-range arrow that triggers his blight stacks. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally when you see the purple arrow charging, as dodging this prevents him from detonating his marks on you. Tip 2. Varus's ultimate is a missile that roots the first target hit and then spreads to nearby allies. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately if the vine hits you. Being invisible prevents him from landing the follow-up attacks needed to finish you while you are rooted. Tip 3. Varus is significantly slowed while he is holding his skill 1 to aim a powerful shot. Use this moment of reduced mobility to land your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate, first dash, as he cannot easily dodge your engage while charging his own spell. Vayne. Tip 1. Vayne becomes invisible when she tumbles during her ultimate, making her hard to target. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately to match her stealth. This forces her to wait out your shroud and prevents her from stacking silver bolts on you. Tip 2. Vayne's only self-heal is a bolt that knocks you back and stuns you if you hit a wall. Position yourself in the middle of the lane away from terrain, or use your skill 3, flip, to dash diagonally so she cannot line up a stun. Tip 3. Vayne uses her tumble to dodge skill shots and reposition every few seconds. Wait for her to use it offensively or to farm. Then immediately use your ultimate, first dash, to lock onto her while her only mobility tool is on its short cooldown. Xayah. Tip 1. Xayah deals massive damage and roots you if she pulls back 3 or more feathers through your position. Always move laterally, side to side, rather than walking directly toward her, as this makes it nearly impossible for her to line up a route. Tip 2. Xayah will use her ultimate to become untargetable the moment you try to execute her. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. Immediately when she leaps into the air, being invisible lets you wait out her invulnerability and the dangerous range of feathers safely. Tip 3. Xayah is extremely vulnerable once her skill 3, Recall, is on cooldown, as she loses her only form of crowd control. Wait for her to waste her feathers on a minion wave or teammate. Then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive her while she has no way to stop your approach. ZRI. Tip 1. ZRI gains massive movement speed and chain lightning damage for several seconds after she uses her ultimate. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately to hide from her target. This forces her to waste her high-speed buff while she can't find a target to hit. Tip 2. ZRI fires a beam that slows and deals critical damage if it passes through a wall or hits you directly. Use your passive movement speed to walk perpendicularly to the long beam indicator, as dodging the slow prevents her from kiting you to death. Tip 3. Ziri's only real escape is her dash, which allows her to vault over walls or slide long distances. Wait for her to use this dash aggressively or to reposition, then hit her with your skill 3, Flip. Mark to follow her even if she tries to jump over a wall. Alistar. Tip 1. Alistar's trample allows him to ghost through units and eventually stun you with a basic attack. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, if he gets close. Being invisible prevents him from landing that crucial empowered auto attack to lock you down. Tip 2. Alistar relies on his combo to knock you up and set up kills for his team. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash backward or sideways when you see him charging toward you, as dodging the initial knockup leaves him a sitting duck in the middle of your team. Tip 3. Alistar becomes nearly unkillable for 7 seconds while his ultimate is active, removing all crowd control and reducing incoming damage. Do not waste your energy or ultimate dashes on him during this time. Wait for the glow to disappear before trying to burst him down. Bard. Tip 1. Bard's main crowd control will only stun you if the missile hits you and then continues into a wall or another unit. Stay in the open part of the lane and use your passive movement speed to walk laterally, making his projectile a simple slow instead of a deadly stun. Tip 2. Bard will try to freeze you in gold to set up a kill or to stop your ultimate execute. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. If you see the golden circle forming on the ground, being invisible makes it harder for his team to position perfectly around you while you are frozen. Tip 3. Bard and his allies are extremely vulnerable and travel in a fixed line when they enter his portal. Wait at the exit of the tunnel and hit him with your skill 3, Flip, the moment he emerges, as he cannot dodge while transitioning through the wall. Blitzcrank. Tip 1. Blitzcrank's entire threat relies on his long-range hook pulling you into his team. Stay behind your minions and use your skill 3, Flip, to dash laterally the moment you see his arm extend, as he is nearly useless once his hook is on its long cooldown. Tip 2. If you do get pulled, Blitzcrank will immediately try to knock you up with an empowered punch. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, instantly after the hook lands. Being invisible prevents him from targeting you with the punch, giving you a window to dash away safely. Tip 3. Blitzcrank's ultimate deals a burst of magic damage and silences you, which can interrupt your ability combos. Wait for him to waste his silence on a teammate. Then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive him while he has no way to stop your spellcasting. Braum. Tip 1. Braum and his allies will try to hit you 4 times to trigger a massive stun and magic damage burst. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. The moment you receive the first stack, being invisible prevents them from landing the follow-up basic attacks needed to stun you. Tip 2. Braum's main poke is a slow-moving ice bolt that applies his passive and slows your movement significantly. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash laterally when you see him raise his shield, as dodging this prevents him from starting his stun combo from a distance. Tip 3. Braum's massive shield blocks all damage and projectiles from a single direction, including your skill 1, Kenai. Use your ultimate, first dash, to get behind him or wait for the shield to drop before committing your high damage execute, as he cannot protect his back. Janna. Tip 1. Janna's tornado is her primary tool to knock you out of your dashes and stop your engage. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally when you hear the wind charging, as dodging this leaves her with no way to peel you off. Tip 2. Janna will try to slow you down with her bird to make you an easy target for her team. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately if you get slowed. Being invisible prevents her from landing follow-up poke and helps you wait out the slow duration. Tip 3. Janna's ultimate heals her allies and knocks all enemies back, which can completely ruin your second dash. Wait for her to use the knockback on a teammate, then use your ultimate or skill 3, Flip, to dive back in once her massive peel is gone. Karma. Tip 1. Karma's primary damage comes from a burst of energy that explodes on the first target hit. Stay away from your own minions to avoid the splash damage, and use your passive movement speed to walk laterally when she aims at you. Tip 2. Karma will tether herself to you, dealing damage and rooting you after a short delay. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately when the beam connects. Being invisible often forces her to lose her target and breaks the tether before the root triggers. Tip 3. Karma gains a massive shield and movement speed boost, especially when empowered by her mantra. Wait for the shield to expire before using your ultimate, second dash, as her damage reduction makes it much harder to get a reset on a healthy target. Leona. Tip 1. Leona's primary engage is a sword throw that pulls her to the last champion hit. Use your passive movement speed or skill 3, Flip, to move laterally, as dodging this prevents her from getting close enough to use her other stuns. Tip 2. If Leona gets on top of you, she will immediately try to hit you with a basic attack that stuns. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, instantly to go invisible. She cannot target you with her shield bash if she can't see you. Tip 3. Leona's ultimate deals massive magic damage and stuns anyone caught in the center. Wait for her to waste this huge cooldown on a teammate, then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive the backline while she has no long-range crowd control left to stop you. Lulu. Tip 1. Lulu's polymorph is a point-and-click spell that turns you into a harmless critter, preventing you from using abilities. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately when you engage. Being invisible prevents her from targeting you with the transform, forcing her to use it on herself for speed instead. Tip 2. Lulu fires 2 bolts that slow you significantly, making it easy for her team to catch you. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally away from her and her Pix Fairy, as dodging the slow prevents her from kiting you out of your shroud. Tip 3. Lulu's ultimate grants an ally massive health and knocks up nearby enemies, which can cancel your second dash. Wait for her to use this defensive tool on her ADC. Then use your ultimate or skill 3, Flip, to re-engage once the knock-up threat is gone. Milio. Tip 1. Milio kicks a fireball that knocks back the first enemy hit and explodes in an area. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash laterally when he aims at you, as dodging the knockback prevents him from peeling you away from his allies. Tip 2. Milio can shield his allies twice, giving them movement speed and extra protection. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, to wait out the duration of these shields. Being invisible lets you choose the perfect moment to strike once his defense wears off. Tip 3. Milio's ultimate heals a large area and instantly removes all crowd control from his teammates. Wait for him to use this massive cleanse on a teammate, then use your ultimate, second dash, to execute your target while they have no more emergency healing. Nami. Tip 1. Nami's bubble is a slow-moving projectile that suspends you in the air for 1.5 seconds. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally when you see the water circle on the ground, as dodging this prevents her from locking you down for her team. Tip 2. Nami's main poke bounces between you and her allies, healing them while damaging you. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, as she approaches to trade. Being invisible breaks her line of sight and prevents the water from bouncing to you in the first place. Tip 3. Nami's ultimate is a massive wave that knocks up and slows everyone in its path. Use your ultimate, first dash, to leap over or around the wave. Then use your skill 3, Flip, to instantly close the gap while she is defenseless. Nautilus. Tip 1. Nautilus relies on his massive anchor to pull you in and start his lockdown combo. Stay behind your minions and use your skill 3, Flip, to dash laterally when he throws it, as he is very slow and vulnerable once the hook misses. Tip 2. Nautilus stuns any target he hits with a basic attack, which can interrupt your ability flow. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately if he gets into melee range. Being invisible prevents him from clicking on you to land that guaranteed route. Tip 3. Nautilus fires a homing shockwave that follows you and knocks you up in a large area. Wait for him to use this on a teammate or use your ultimate, first dash, to reposition away from your team when it targets you. Then dive back in once the knockup ends. Pike. Tip 1. Pike must charge his harpoon, which slows him down and shows you exactly where he is aiming. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally or your skill 3, Flip, to dash away, as dodging the hook leaves him overextended and vulnerable. Tip 2. Pike dashes and leaves a phantom behind that rushes to him, stunning anyone in its path. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately if he dashes through you. Being invisible prevents him from landing the follow-up basic attacks needed to finish you off while you are stunned. Tip 3. Pike's ultimate is a massive X on the ground that executes enemies below a certain health bar. Use your ultimate, first dash, or skill 3, Flip, to jump out of the X the moment you see the red indicator. Then counterattack while he is stuck in his landing animation. Rockin. Tip 1. Rockin's primary engage is a dash that knocks up all enemies in a small circle after a brief delay. Use your skill 3, Flip, to dash backward or laterally the moment you see him dash toward you, as dodging the knockup leaves him stranded and vulnerable. Tip 2. Rockin gains massive movement speed and charms the first enemy he touches while his ultimate is active. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately if he starts running at you with the golden glow. Being invisible prevents him from touching you to trigger the charm. Tip 3. Rockin relies on dashing to his allies to shield them and escape from danger. Wait for him to use both charges of his dash on a teammate, then use your ultimate, first dash, to hunt him down while he has no mobility left to run away. Rel. Tip 1. Rel's primary engage is a slow leap that knocks you up and grants her a massive shield. Use your skill 3, Flip, or passive movement speed to walk out of the circle, as she becomes extremely slow and loses her mount once she lands. Tip 2. Rel creates a gravitational field that pulls you toward her for several seconds, making it impossible to walk away. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately to hide. Being invisible prevents her team from focusing you while you are being dragged. Tip 3. Rel is most dangerous when she is on foot, but she is at her weakest right after she uses mount up to flip an enemy. Wait for her to use this flip on a teammate, then use your ultimate, first dash, to burst her down while she has no more crowd control to stop you. Senna. Tip 1. Senna throws a shadow that roots the first target hit and anyone nearby after a brief delay. Use your passive movement speed or skill 3, Flip, to move laterally when she fires, as dodging this prevents her from keeping you at a distance. Tip 2. Senna heals herself and damages you by firing a beam in a straight line, but she must stand still to aim it. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. As you close the gap, being invisible makes it impossible for her to target you with her basic attacks or her beam. Tip 3. Senna becomes a wraith and hides her allies in a cloud, making them untargetable by direct spells. Wait for her to exit the mist or use your skill 1, KENNEN, to reveal her position. Then hit her with your ultimate, first dash, while she is fragile and has no escapes. Sona. Tip 1. Sona provides constant healing and shields to her nearby allies, which can block your early game poke. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, to wait out her shield duration. Being invisible lets you choose the perfect moment to strike once her defensive buff fades. Tip 2. Sona's only hard peel is a wide wave that stuns everyone it hits for 1 second. Use your skill 3, Flip, or ultimate, first dash, to reposition behind or to the side of her when you see the golden animation start. Tip 3. Sona's basic attacks deal extra damage and apply debuffs based on her last spell cast. Wait for her to waste her empowered attack on a minion, then immediately dive her. She is the squishiest champion in the game and will die to a single full combo. Soraka. Tip 1. Soraka creates a zone that silences you instantly and roots you if you stay inside. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately if she places it on you. Being invisible helps you reposition safely while you wait for the silence zone to disappear. Tip 2. Soraka calls down a star that slows you and heals her if it hits. Use your passive movement speed to walk laterally when you see the ground indicator, as dodging this prevents her from gaining the rejuvenation buff that keeps her alive. Tip 3. Soraka's ultimate provides a massive global heal that can save her entire team from your execute. Wait for her to burn this heal to save a teammate, then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive her directly since she has no other way to save herself. Thresh. Tip 1. Thresh has a long wind-up animation before throwing his hook, which gives you a clear window to react. Use your skill 3, Flip, or passive movement speed to walk laterally, as dodging the hook removes his main way of engaging or peeling you. Tip 2. Thresh will try to sweep you away or toward him with his flay to interrupt your dashes. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, if he gets into melee range. Being invisible makes it much harder for him to time the knockback and stop your ultimate momentum. Tip 3. Thresh uses his lantern to shield allies or pull them to safety from a distance. Wait for him to throw the lantern to a teammate, then use your ultimate, first dash, to dive him while his primary defensive utility is on its long cooldown. Yuumi. Tip 1. Yuumi fires a guided missile that slows you and deals more damage the longer it travels. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud. As it approaches, being invisible breaks her ability to see you, often causing the missile to miss or hit a minion instead. Tip 2. Yuumi launches 7 waves of magic damage that root you if you are hit by 3 of them. Use your ultimate, first dash, or skill 3, Flip, to dash diagonally or behind the book to avoid the waves, as she cannot change the direction of the ultimate once it starts. Tip 3. Yuumi occasionally detaches to hit you with a basic attack to gain a shield and mana. This is your only window to kill her directly. Use your skill 3, Flip, to mark her the moment she hops off, ensuring she can't safely reattach to her ally. ZYRA. Tip 1. ZYRA's primary defense is a slow-moving vine that roots everyone in its path and spawns lashing flames. Use your skill 3, Flip, or passive movement speed to move laterally when she casts it, as dodging this prevents her from locking you down for her full plant combo. Tip 2. ZYRA will try to spawn long-range plants to poke you down and trigger her all-or-die slow. Drop your skill 2, Smoke Shroud, immediately when she summons them. Being invisible prevents the plants from targeting you, forcing them to attack minions instead. Tip 3. ZYRA's ultimate creates a massive thicket that deals magic damage and knocks up anyone inside after a brief delay. Use your ultimate, first dash, to escape the expanding circle or wait for it to erupt before diving back in, as she is completely defenseless once her knockup is done. Huge thank you for all the support over the last few years. We might be a small channel, but you guys have been holding it down, and I'm not slowing down. More banger videos are on the way. And check this out. If this video hits 5,000 likes, I'll drop a massive follow-up just like this one. Seriously, I couldn't do this without you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.